I'm going to be telling you about slavery on the Silk Road. So specifically, we're going to be talking about sex slavery, how people were taken in general for the purpose of conquering and then moved into slavery, and labor, how men were taken and forced to work physically demanding jobs. So sex slavery. First, the treatment of women contributed to this, as women were not seen as people, making them easy targets in the eyes of those who wanted them for their personal enjoyment. Men then began to create preferences around specific types of women, and this had an impact on who was taken and who was not. Women who were seen as more agreeable were the ones who were taken, so quiet women were in high demand, as they were seen as people who were easy to manipulate into doing what the men wanted. And third is concubines, women who were collected by rulers like prizes. An example of this is obviously Genghis Khan, who had a plethora of concubines, many wives. So women were not seen as people, they were seen as objects again, making it easy to collect them. The economic impact. Again, as women were seen as objects, their capital value played a large role in the economic boom of the Silk Road. So in a primary source that I read, women who were captured, their owner would have their way with them before giving them to their next captor. But that demand was so high that it played a large economic role in the Silk Road. Next is the slave girl. This is a small ceramic piece. As if you note that the little girl, her face is covered, this represents that the girl could be anyone. She herself does not represent any one kind of little girl. She is just representing girls. So it is up to the viewer to decide who she is and what she looks like. And that if you see, that is a very happy camel. I interpret this now as, when we look back on the Silk Road, we see it as a great thing. However, we forget those who suffered for it to be that way. But through these pieces of art, we can tell the stories of those who suffered along the Silk Road and not forget their contributions. Next is conquering. So stealing people during raids and battles solidified power over other territories. And after moving along the Silk Road and pillaging the towns, groups displayed how many people they took, particularly women. So, groups took as many people as possible and kind of equated this to how much power they had at the time. Next is labor. Labor was another key component of slave trading along the Silk Road and assisted in the economic increase at the time. So, for people who owned slaves, that is only net profit. So, you're not paying anybody, you're getting all the profits. That had a huge impact on the economic scene of the time. Secondly is the spreading of deadly diseases along the Silk Road. Working in close proximities allowed for diseases to flourish and then get passed down from region to region. A lot of people died of the Black Plague and really impacted the overall slave trade along the Silk Road. As slaves kept dying, they needed to be replenished. So more and more people got taken, more and more people got sick. In conclusion, slavery along the Silk Road was undoubtedly a key economic factor as well as a pivotal social construct. Without slavery, the Silk Road would not have been as robust or financially impactful. However, people do not and have never deserved to be traded, even for commercial purposes. So, people do not deserve to be traded. However, it's important to remember those who did suffer for the remembrance of how great the Silk Road was. Thank you.